I spent the last 2 days searching for the best knife glove combos for every Tec-9 skin out there, and I ranked each one of them in this tier list. I found some hidden gems that you probably have never seen before, and I know this video is very long, but trust me, it took me so much time to make this video, and I hope you grab yourself some snacks and enjoy this video.
And we will start with the banger, the Tec-9 Fuel Injector. I personally play a pair of Omega gloves on CT side, and every time I see a Fuel Injector Tec-9 on the ground, I just have to pick it up. The combination of the Omega gloves and the Tec-9 Fuel Injector is just... The yellow and black parts of both the Tec-9 Fuel Injector and the Omega gloves just fit perfectly. And then, my personal favorite combination with Omega gloves is a Karambit Law. It's such a clean knife, and what should I else say? I personally play an Ursus Tiger Tooth because I don't have money for a Karambit Law, but that's my favorite combination, and that's going into S tier. It's just super clean. The next one on the list is the Tec-9 Whiteout. And I struggled a lot to find a good combination for the Tec-9 Whiteout, because you could use some King Snake gloves with the Tec-9 Whiteout, but I'm not a fan of them. I don't think they look good. And then I noticed that there are many black parts on the Whiteout skin. It's called Whiteout, but there are some black parts on the skin. And then I found the perfect glove for the Whiteout. It's Black Tie. I forgot the name. The Black Tie gloves just fit perfectly with the Whiteout. It gives it a kind of Hitman style, suit style, black and white, perfect combination style. And that's why I went with the Skeleton Vanilla knife. I think the complete black of the Skeleton Vanilla knives fits perfectly within this combination. But I have to say, it's not good enough for an S rank. An S rank it has to be perfect to be S rank. And for me, the Whiteout with the Black Tie and the Skeleton Vanilla is just not perfect. So it's an A tier for me. The Bamboo Forest. That's another banger. First, I thought it's pretty difficult to find a good pair of gloves fitting with the Bamboo Forest. But then I remembered there is a high tier glove that just fits perfect to the Bamboo Forest. The Hedge Maze gloves. The green and white of the Bamboo Forest skin fits so good with the green and white from the Hedge Maze gloves. And the black part of the gloves fits really nice with the magazine. So the combination is really good. There is a problem with the Hedge Maze gloves. This combination, gloves and skin, is already an S tier from me personal. But Hedge Maze gloves have the problem that there isn't a good knife going for the Hedge Maze gloves. I personally chose the Shadow Dagger's Emerald. I'm not sure why I did it. There was a good reason for it. I just forgot it. Maybe it's because of the small tip and the Asian vibe. Maybe. But I forgot the reason. Most of the people who run Hedge Maze gloves use an Emerald Butterfly or something just because they have money and it's green. But it's not the perfect match for me. I think it's not perfect because you need more white on the knife for this match to be perfect, and there is no knife in the game that is white and green. So that's why this gets only an A tier for me. The next skin, the Tec-9 Remote Control. This one was really difficult for me. And I have to say, I'm not a fan of the skin. I think it's overloaded. It reminds me of some Warhammer 40k stuff, just like painted figures stuff, but the skin is overloaded. I'm not a fan of the skin, but I found a decent combination. If you take the Field Agent gloves combined with the remote control, you get a nice feeling of like this blue-yellow stylish glove. And then I chose for this combination a Butterfly Blue Steel, just to spice it a bit up. A butterfly is always clean to have, it's always nice, it's fun to jiggle it around. It's just playful, it's funny, it's nice. And the blue of the handle fits good with the gloves, and overall it's a decent combination, but it's It's kind of mid. The skin is not nice, so it goes to C tier for me. It's not good enough for B tier. The skin is just ugly, in my opinion. The gloves are not beautiful. They fit with the skin, but both are kind of ass, in my opinion. But we get another banger. Now we will start with another banger, in my opinion. The Tec-9 Decimator. This skin is kind of funny. It gives me some kind of Tron Legacy vibe-ish with polygons, edges. Yeah, it's hard to explain. The combination of purple and blue screams one pair of gloves. It's the Vice gloves. The combination of Vice gloves with the Decimator is just perfect. You have probably seen it in game a lot of times because it's so perfect. And if you then combine it with an M9 Doppler phase 2, it's just... People see that and they know you have money. And they know that you kind of have taste. It's really basic. It's like, oh, I have money. What should I buy? I just look up the best combos and it's a Decimator with Vice gloves and an M9 Doppler phase 2. It's basic. But it's also a clean combination. There's a reason why people play this combination a lot. It's just a perfect combination in my opinion. It's so clean. It feels like the Decimator is just made for the Vice gloves. It's a perfect match. That's S tier stuff. It's just the color matches, the vibe matches. It's really nice, really nice. And the purple and blue from the M9 Doppler is also... It fits the knife, the gloves, the knife, and the Tec-9 skin all match each other. They have a perfect combination. Let's take a look at the next Tec-9 skin, the Tec-9 Brother. This one was really difficult for me because there isn't a decent glove fitting this vibe. This like black, yellow, and red vibe, and finding a knife that fits that was even more difficult. So I took a look at the Brother on the back of the skin and I thought, what knife-glove combo would this Brother wear? And I think I found the perfect combination. The leather gloves with its kind of tourist vibe, like you're a sand person living in the sand in the desert, that's your kind of gloves. And in combination with the bayonet rust coat, you have this white handle that fits the inside of your glove. And then you have the brown knife blade that fits perfectly with the leather of the gloves. I think that's a decent combination for this skin. It fits the vibe, but the color matching isn't there and the skin is kind of mid. It's still a lot better than the remote control. There is a tier up from the remote control, but it's not an A tier. There's just not the vibe there. The color combination isn't there, so it's a B tier. It's okay, nice, but it's not good. Now we are getting to an interesting skin, the lore behind the skin. You see this skin, the Tec-9 Isaac, and you think, oh, that kind of looks like an Asimov. It's not, the color match just isn't there, but the icons and that stuff looks like an Asimov. And there is a reason why this looks like an Asimov. It actually is the last Asimov skin. And you now would say, no, it's an Isaac skin, it says there. But the creator of this skin is the creator of the Asimov skin. And he uploaded this skin as an Asimov skin into the workshop. Valve just decided it's not an Asimov, we can't have this in Asimov because the color matching is off. So they renamed it probably. But this one is an Asimov skin, in my opinion. Or in the opinion of the creator. And this skin is so nice. It's my personal Tec-9 skin. I play this skin. And there are so many good combinations with this skin. First, I went with a pair of Crimson Kimono gloves. Not full red, because we want more of the black to get more into the skin. Because the skin has a lot of black. The base color is black, so we don't want full red Crimson Kimonos. That would be too much red. So, normal pair of Crimson Kimonos. And then I wanted something interesting, something that you don't really see in game, and that's why I went with the Shadow Daggers Autotronic in Battle Scarred in a really high float. Why in a high float? That's simple, because the blade is getting darker and darker with the float. If you have factory new Autotronics, you get a really bright blade. But we want this dark black-red combination, that's why I went with the Battle Scarred version of this knife. And And I think this vibe is pretty nice, but then we go to the next one, and I took some blood pressure gloves in combination with Talon Crimson Web, and it's just perfect. The combination is so good. The black and red fits perfectly. Then you take the handle of the Talon Crimson Web, it's black. The blade is red and black. It all fits perfectly. There are so many more options with this Tec-9 skin. It's perfect for combinations. It's an S tier for me. Maybe I'm biased because I'm using it myself, but the story, the fittings, there are so many combinations. You can use it in so many loadouts. So many people like to play a red-black loadout because there are many skins that fit that vibe. So in my personal opinion, it's an S tier. It's a perfect skin to match the colors. Let's go to the next one, the red quads. This one was really difficult for me. First I thought, it's really basic, but the top looks kind of interesting, but not really. It's really mid. And I thought, what glove knife combo could fit this skin? First I went with the Overtake gloves, because I thought this brown-orange vibe of the top has to be fit in with the gloves, and that's my first take on this skin. And then I thought maybe you could also use the big game gloves. They kind of fit in the same vibe, this orange-brown tone. But I'm not happy with both of them. I went with the Navaja Rust Coat. I wrote down vanilla, it's not vanilla. The Navaja Rust Coat. Why did I choose this one? Because the handle of the Navaja is this kind of, orange-brown tone. And the tip of the knife is also this dark brown tone. So the color combination fits perfectly with the, or not perfectly, but decent with the skin. But I'm not happy with this skin. I'm not happy with the combination. It's not good. It's a C tier for me. Let's get into something interesting. The Tec-9 Avalanche. I think it's called Avalanche. This one was, I was confused. I wasn't sure what glove could I use with this one, and what knife, like super bright blue, white, orange kind of theme. That was something that I couldn't really see. But then I saw the combination. Superconductors fit perfectly with this Tec-9. It's so clean. You have the black from the glove fitting really good with the base color of the Tec-9. It's not completely black, it's more like a really dark blue on the gloves and on the Tec-9, so that's really nice. You have the white accent tone on the gloves, fit perfectly with the white accent on the Tec-9. Then of course we have the main color blue fitting perfectly with the glove. I'm not sure what I should say. It's a perfect match. But finding a knife for this combination was pretty difficult. And in the end, I went with the Butterfly Sapphire. Why would I choose a Butterfly Sapphire? Just because I want something super expensive? No. Because the inside of the handle of the Butterfly Sapphire, the color inside of the handle matches perfectly with the inside of the gloves. It's the same kind of blue tone. Then I looked up just a normal phase 1 or phase 3, I think. And it wasn't the same color. It didn't match the color at all. So it had to be a sapphire to really match the color. But the blade of the sapphire doesn't really fit the Tec-9. I have to admit that. That is the only reason why it's not an S tier for me. It's an A tier. But it's a really close S tier. It's really close to S tier, but it's not quite there. The butterfly tip isn't matching with the knife, so it's not an S tier for me. S tiers have to be perfect, and it's not perfect. It's really good, but not perfect. The Tec-9 re-entry. This one is really interesting. I saw the skin on a small picture and I thought, oh, that's boring as fuck. Then I saw it in-game and I thought, that's a fire and ice. And then I looked up some fire and ice knives and I found the perfect match. The bayonet fire and ice. First of all, not every Marble Fate knife has a fire and ice pattern, but the bayonet Marble Fate fits perfectly. You have this big chunk of blue at the end, just like the Tec-9. You have the tip in this red-orange tone, and then you have a small place on the tip of the bayonet that it's orange, just like the Tec-9 having a small orange piece on the skin. It's a perfect match. In combination with some Marble Fate gloves, you might think, that's too much Marble Fate, but the inside of the Marble Fate gloves have this blue-red combination that just fits really good with the skin. You could first I thought maybe normal Fate gloves would also fit this vibe, but no, they are not red inside, so it has to be Marble Fate. This skin is perfect for a Marble Fate glove knife combo. But I'm not a fan of Marble Fate gloves. I think they're really ugly. And I'm also not a huge fan of the Tec-9 skin, so the combination is really good, but it's not an S tier for me. The knife, glove, and skin combination has to look really good. Yeah, it's an A tier. It's not quite there. It's really decent, really good, but not perfect. So it's an A tier. Let's have a look at the Tec-9 Bamboozled. When I saw the skin, I got kind of pissed, I think. We are not quite there yet. That's the first green skin, the first green Tec-9 skin in this list, but let me tell you, there are a fucking ton of green skins in this list. And I think that was one of the last green skins that I found. I was fucking tilted, because there are not that many green knives and gloves in the game. I mean, there are kind of many green gloves, but not many green knives. You could go with an emerald, but that's... Yeah, you could also use DD-Pad, Forest DD-Pad, or Forest Burrow Forest, but very ugly. I don't think that they are good knives, and to have a good knife-glove combo means for me that you have a good knife and a good glove. Sure, you could match some cheap knives and cheap gloves that don't look good, but the color matches, but in the end it's ugly. So I was running out of green knives and gloves that I really enjoyed using. And I think the Tec-9 skin is kind of funny. So I chose the Emerald Web glove and the Flip Knife Emerald. Why did I choose the Flip Knife Emerald? Because the handle fits really good with the inside of the glove. And yeah, the glove, the dark green and light green of the glove fit the vibe of the skin. The skin has some dark green and light green elements on it. So this dark and bright green kind of matched. So that's why I chose this combination, but yeah, I'm not happy with this combination. It's not trash, but it's not good. It's, for me personally, a B tier. It's not as ugly as the remote control or the red cross, but it's not there. It's not a good combination. It's okay, but not good. The Tec-9 Tiger Sensor. When I saw this skin, I thought there is no way I'm finding a good glove knife combo for this one. And then I found the Mangrove glove, and I think that this glove fits the Tec-9 pretty well. The color matching is really decent, and the gold elements of the gloves kind of fit into the gold elements of this Tec-9 skin. So I was pretty happy with this glove knife combo, with this glove skin combo, but finding a knife that matched all this was really difficult. In the end, I chose a classic knife Safari Mesh. Why did I choose such an ugly knife? Because the Safari Mesh kind of fits the mesh vibe of the glove, and the color also matches, so that's why I chose this one. And I chose the classic knife because the knife is fucking ugly, and so is the Tec-9, so that kind of matched as well. So yeah, that's why I chose the Tec-9 with this glove knife combo. As you can tell, I think this knife is fucking ugly, and so do I think is the Tec-9, so that's a C tier. The match is there, it's just ugly as fuck. The Tec-9 Nuclear Threat. This skin is so fucking expensive and so fucking old, but it's legendary. It's a pretty cool skin, I have to admit that. In Counter-Strike 2, they added a kind of glowing effect to the radioactive logo, I think. It kind of glows up in the dark, that's really cool. And I just noticed that, oh no, I didn't choose the same glove. I chose the Emerald glove, And you might think, that's not a nice glove. That's true, it's not nice. But this kind of nuclear threat gave me some, yeah, what should I say, endgame scenario theme, kind of, like the world is going down, zombie apocalypse theme. And I think the emerald gloves kind of fit into that vibe, and the green element of the gloves fit really well with the green element of the Tec-9. And then I thought, what knife would you use in this kind of situation, and what knife would a person with these gloves use? And I went with the flip knife because I think it fits the vibe, and I chose obviously an emerald because it's just the bright of the blade, the bright green of the blade fits the glowing part of the Tec-9, like the glowing radioactive part. So I was quite happy with this combination, but not really. It's okay, but it's not good. So that's why it's a B tier for me, personally. The Tec-9 Slack. When I saw the skin, I was a bit unsure if I'm a fan of it. On the small picture, it looks pretty ugly. But when I saw it in game, I thought, it's a kind of interesting skin. It looks improvised. It looks really metal, velvet, themic, industrial type of skin, and it looks super improvised. So you have these welded parts on the Tec-9 that looks really well made. It looks really funny if you look at the details. If you look from it further away, it kind of looks shit. But if you look closer, you see all the details, and it's getting really interesting to look at. And then I thought, okay, what kind of glove fits this super improvised metal theme? And the duct tape just fit in perfectly. It fits this completely improvised Tec-9 with these completely improvised gloves. It's a perfect match in my opinion. And then I thought, what kind of person would you, or what kind of knife would this person use that completely improvise all that stuff? And I came up with the Nomad Damascus steel because I think the blade kind of fits the theme of the main part of the Tec-9, of the main body. In the end, I think a rust coat Nomad would also fit really well because the top of the Tec-9 is rusted, so that would also fit kind of nice. But I have so many rust coats in this list because rust coats kind of fit in a lot on brown kind of skins. So in the end, I chose the Damascus steel. I think that's a good combination, and I personally, it's a good combination, and I'm really happy with the theory behind the combination, but it's not pretty to look at. It's not a good looking combination. It's a funny combination, but it's not a good looking combination. So that's why it's personally for me a B tier. It's okay, you can play it, it's funny to look at, but it's not pretty to look at. Let's take a look at the Tec-9 Rebel. When I saw this Tec-9 skin, I thought, holy shit, it's ugly as fuck. It looks like a school kid drawing shit on its paper and then placing it on a Tec-9 skin and submitting it to the Steam submission forum. Yeah, in my opinion, it's a completely ugly ass Tec-9 skin, and I have to admit it's not a good combination. I fitted with some Sprouse DD-Pad gloves, and that color kind of matched the color theme of the skin, but not really. There might be a better combination, but I didn't like the skin, I didn't like the vibe, and I didn't enjoy looking for a combination. That's why I chose the Shadow Dagger's Boral Forest. You might ask, what fits? Why does the Boral Forest Shadow Daggers fit the skin? And it's pretty simple. Both are ugly as fuck, so that's why they fit each other. They're like this super ugly couple that you see walking around, and you just think, disgusting. And that's why they fit. And that's why this is the first D tier. It's ugly as fuck, it kind of fits, but you don't want to play it, you don't want to see it. Yeah, that's a D tier for me. Oh, this one is interesting. Let's take a look at the Tec-9 Sandstorm. When I saw this skin, I thought, holy moly. I am not going to find a combination for this skin. But actually, you could pair this one with some Pandora's box. But let's be real, you don't want to pair a pair of Pandora's box with this kind of ugly ass Tec-9 skin. And then I found the Imperial plates, and they fit really well. I think the color combination is really nice. It looks pretty funny and interesting to me. And then I looked at the gloves and I thought, okay, what kind of vibe do these gloves have? And they kind of have this English golf type, like this older English person playing golf on its weekend. And then I thought about England, London, what knife would someone use in England, London? It's obviously a stiletto to stab each other like they do in London. So that's the perfect fit. And I went for the Doppler phase 2 because the blue and the purple of the knife tip fits perfectly with the blue and the purple elements of the glove. So overall, I was really happy with this combination. I think it's a really decent combination. It's just not a combination that I would enjoy playing. I'm not a fan of the color, personally. I'm not a fan of the gloves. I think these are one of the ugliest gloves in the game. I know many people like them. I'm not one of them. I think they're ugly as fuck. The stiletto is funny, but the combination is good. I'm not a fan of it. Or I'm not a fan of each piece individual, except the knife maybe. So it's a B tier for me. It's a decent combination. It's nothing I would play. It's a solid B tier. Oh boy. The Tec-9 Citric Acid. When I saw the skin in-game, for the first time inspecting it to find for a perfect match, I thought, it's interesting, but probably hard to find a good combination, and I started to combine it with some yellow banded gloves and some caution gloves, and I realized that's not a combination. It doesn't fit at all. And then I thought about what knife would I combine with this, and there's just no glove knife combo for this skin. I looked up every fucking glove and knife in the game, and there is no match for it. There is no matching glove knife combo for this skin. So that's why it's an F tier for me. There is no glove knife combo, so I can't rank a glove knife combo for this skin. It's just nothing there. Yeah, and the skin is also pretty ugly. Let's take a look at the Tec-9 Ice Cap. This one, I looked it up in-game and I thought, nah, that's not it. It's not a nice skin. And I won't find a matching glove pair to this skin. But then I came up with the polygon gloves. And I thought the gray tip on top of the gloves really fit the gray top of the Tec-9 skin. And the blue shading, the light blue and dark blue really fit this Tec-9 skin. And then I came up with the Karambit Bright Water, because it's fun to play this knife, or it's fun to play a Karambit, and I'm not a fan of blue water skins, bright water skins, but it fits really well with the glove and the knife with the glove and the Tec-9. It's a really good combination, I think. And I actually think in this combination, each individual skin is looking better than by itself. It's really decent combination, I think. So I was surprised, but I chose an A tier for this combination. I think it's actually a good combination. It's something I would enjoy to play. And that surprised me. It's a probably pretty cheap combination also. If you want a Karambit, that's pretty much one of the cheapest Karambits. The polygon gloves, I'm not sure if they're cheap, but I think they're cheap. They're pretty ugly by itself, so I think they're probably cheap. Should probably get field tested for around 200. I have to look it up, but I think that would kind of be the price, maybe cheaper. Yeah. Oh boy, the Tec-9 Titanium bit. I just noticed that I forgot to write the glove knife combo down for this one. I kind of feel stupid putting this one right behind the other one because I chose again the polygon gloves. Now I feel a bit cheap that I chose the same gloves for this one. There are more blue skins coming, and I think I chose other blue gloves as well. But I went with the polygon gloves because they fit the color, obviously. They're both blue. And this time I chose a blue steel nomad knife. I chose this one because I think someone that would use a titanium drill is kind of like someone working with tools, and the nomad knife fits this vibe, I think. And the blue steel obviously fits the kind of blue metallic look of the Tec-9 skin. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk it better than it is. The combination isn't quite there. I put it in C tier on my list. Yeah, I think it is a C tier. If I compare it with the other B tier combinations, I just have to say it's not a B tier. It's not on the level of the other B tier combinations. It's more a C tier. It's a high C tier. It's definitely higher than the remote control, this ugly ass shit. But it's mid as fuck. It's not a good combination. It's a C tier. Oh boy, the Tec-9 Terrence. No, Terrace. When I saw this skin, I thought it's going to be a Tec-9 Acid 2.0. I thought it's going straight up to F tier. But then I found the yellow bandit gloves, and I have to admit, the yellow-black kind of pattern hits pretty good onto this skin. The glove skin combination is pretty decent. I then also chose a Tiger Tooth survival knife, because the survival knife, it's the only survival knife I put in, so we get some variety in the knives. Also, the black handle kind of fits the glove, but yeah, it's hard to say. It's a combination you could play, but it's not a combination you want to play. It's ugly as fuck. The gloves are ugly, the skin is ugly, the knife, the survival knife is pretty ass. So it's a D tier. It's not in C tier. C tier is kind of decent. Not decent, but it's playable at least. I wouldn't play this one. It's not a good combination. I'm sorry. The Tec-9 cutout. Ooh, that's a rough one. I'm not a fan of the skin. It's pretty boring. It's completely metallic, boring as fuck kind of skin. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I chose the unhinged gloves with it. I have to say the unhinged gloves really fit the vibe of the skin, I think. This kind of metallic pattern switching around kind of fits the skin. And then I chose a Falchion vanilla knife because I think it kind of fits the vibe, but I have to say it's not a good combination. The color is matching. It's an ugly ass skin. It's an ugly ass glove. It could go into D tier. I wrote down C tier. I think it's fine in C tier, but it's not good. It's nothing you would play, or you would want to play, I think. And if you feel insulted that I just insulted your glove, in general in this video, if you think I insulted your gloves, then I'm sorry, but your gloves are probably ugly as fuck, and there is a solution to this one. You could just go into your inventory, and then there's an option to unselect the pair of gloves, and then you can right click on them and sell them on the Steam market. It's that simple. Yeah, let's move on. The Tec-9 Hades. I think it's Hades. I forgot to write down what glove knife combo I would use. But these gloves look like the smoke-out gloves. Yes, that should be the smoke-out gloves. And Karambit Urban Mask. The Karambit Urban Mask really fits these gloves. It's all this gray, white, smoky vibe. And the Tec-9 really fits this gray, white, dark white kind of theme. So I was pretty happy with this combination, I have to admit. First, when I saw the skin, I was sure that I wouldn't find any glove-knife combo that I really would enjoy with the skin. But I found one, and I wrote it in A tier, but after looking at it now, I have to say it's not an A tier. The gloves are ugly and the knife is ugly by itself. The combination is improving the skins by itself, but it's still not a decent glove and a decent knife. It's nothing I would personally want to play. I'm ranking it down into B tier. It's definitely not better than some of these B tier combinations. So it's not an A tier. I'm sorry, I have to downgrade it. This one is going to be interesting because now I didn't think too much about the color combination in the knife case. The gloves I chose for this one are the Arid gloves. The Arid gloves, every big skin YouTuber is saying, oh, they're so underrated, they're so good. They're not underrated. They're pretty rare because they're first generation gloves. They are as rare as Pandora box gloves. That's why the price is pretty high for these pair of gloves, because there are not many out there, but it's super basic. It's like a pair of Timberlands. It's you want to look cool, but you're not cool enough to be actually creative, to create something, a unique style, so you just get yourself a pair of Timberlands to just look normie as fuck, and these gloves represent for me, I'm normie with some money. Like Timberlands, they're also kind of expensive. This pair of gloves is kind of expensive. But it's also pretty boring, I think, personally. I know many think they're underrated and they're super nice and that's it, but they're too basic, I think. And the knife one is interesting. Why? Because I thought this Tec-9 represents some Egypt pyramids kind of thing. So I thought, what knife would I take on an exploration trip to the pyramids? And kind of Indiana Jones themes. So I chose the Bowie knife, and then I thought, okay, now I could just take a rust coat or something that would fit the color theme. But then I thought, no, let's take something that represents the gold inside of the pyramids. So I went with Tiger Tooth. The Tiger Tooth looks really, gold-like. In Counter-Strike Go, they used to look really yellow, but now they're really gold-ish kind of vibe. So it feels like this is some kind of treasure out of the Egypt Empire. So that's why I chose this combination. It's a really funny combination, and I think the story behind this combination is kind of decent. But it's not an A tier. The color matching isn't quite there, and it's a Bowie knife. No one wants to play a Bowie knife. It's a fucking sword. It's boring. I know some people enjoy the Bowie knife, and probably someone is now mad and screaming, "No, the Bowie knife, it's the best knife in game." It's not. That's why it's so cheap. Sorry to say that, but it's not a nice knife. So that's why it's a B tier. The Tec-9 toxic. Just like me personally, this skin is super toxic. So that's why I kind of feel with the skin. And when I saw the skin, I thought, oh boy, green, orange, there is no glove knife combo matching this Tec-9. It's too unique. But then I found the turtle gloves, and I think the turtle gloves really fit well on this Tec-9 skin. The base green color and the orange accents on this glove fit just perfectly on this Tec-9 skin. Sure, the color isn't quite there, but it's pretty close. And then I chose something interesting, a gut knife lore. And you probably think, oh no, gut knife is ugly as fuck, and why the fuck the lore? Or yeah, it kind of makes sense to choose a lore because it's kind of going into this orange tone, but why didn't I choose a butterfly lore, for example? That's simple, because the handle of the gut knife lore is actually green. Many people don't know that, but that's kind of funny, I thought. The knife is actually orange-green, so it fits the theme. The colors are not as accurate, But overall, I think it's a decent combination, but it's not an A tier. I'm sorry. It's a B tier for me. The Tec-9 Rust Leaf. I have to say that I took multiple attempts to find a glove knife combo for this one. I first placed it in F tier because I couldn't find a glove knife combo. Then I chose the convoy gloves because they kind of fit this brown green vibe. The Tec-9 is pretty orange brown, green, blue. It's a kind of strange combination. I think the convoy gloves kind of fit in there, but not really. And then I chose the Navaja Rust coat to fit into this orange vibe. The handle is orange, the knife blade is kind of brown, so I have to say it's still an F tier. It's ugly as fuck, the skin is ugly, the knife is ugly, the glove is ugly. It's not a real combination, it's not a real combo, it's just shit. The color is brown because the whole combination is shit. It's clearly an F tier. I'm sorry. And if you play the skin, just destroy it. You actually can destroy skins in this game, and I think the Rust Leaf is a skin that you could just destroy. It's ugly as fuck. And I don't want to know the price of this one, because maybe it's some rare collection skin that's traded for, I don't know, 300 euros, like the nuclear threat. But yeah, it's ugly as fuck. The Tec-9 Gatorade, I have no clue how you say this. And many Tec-9 creators add a 9 at the end of their name because they think it's funny to add a 9 on the Tec-9 skin. The joke is old, the joke is out, it's stupid. Finding a glove knife combo for this one was pretty difficult. It's again a green skin, and you can already tell we have a lot of green skins already, and there are more green skins coming. Oh, I actually found a combination. That's one of these. The video and screen, the video of this combination is on Dust 2 and not on Inferno, because when I created the PowerPoint for this video, I found a better glove knife combo for this skin. I first went with, I have no clue what I went with. I think I went with green racing gloves. Racing green gloves. But now I chose the Rattler gloves because the pattern and the color kind of matches the top of the Tec-9 skin. It's kind of a combination that you could accept. I then chose a butterfly safari mesh. Why? Because a butterfly safari mesh is, the mesh fits the rest of the skin, the color kind of matches the gloves. And I chose a butterfly to give it at least a little bit of joy, because otherwise it's too depressing, and I'm sorry, it's still a D tier. It's still ugly as fuck, and I don't want to play it. Even though it's a butterfly knife, I don't want to play this combination, it's ugly as fuck. The Tec-9 Snack 9. So funny, same joke in a row. This one is kind of interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Tec-9 that we had before this one. Not because they use the same fucking ass boring joke, but also because they're both a snake kind of theme. But this one is better, I think. This one looks better. When I saw this one, I went with the Constrictor gloves, because I think the brown, dark red, orange kind of theme fits the glove. And then I thought this whole vibe of the snake skin kind of fit into the Crocodile Dundee kind of scene into. And then I thought, okay, what knife is Crocodile Dundee using? It's obviously a Bowie knife vanilla. So Crocodile Dundee went out, killed a snake, made some gloves out of the snake skin, killed another snake, made a Tec-9 out of the other snake. So that's kind of the theme. I think it's kind of a funny theme. It's still nothing that I would like to play. I think it's a big improvement over the D sector, but it's not good enough for B tier. It's a C tier. It's okay, it's funny, but it's nothing you would play, so it's a C tier. The Tec-9 Blue Blast. This one is interesting. Again, another blue skin, another blue Tec-9. There are quite a lot of blue Tec-9 skins, and there are more coming. This one, I couldn't use the polygon gloves again, and I didn't have to because I used the I used two combinations. That's it. I first went with the overprint combination because this kind of like the overprint underground, like the under tape of the overprint glove. This color fits really well with the magazine, and the top color of the gloves fit pretty nice with the top color of the Tec-9. So that's why I chose this glove first. Then after I chose the Lunar Wave gloves. I'm not quite sure. First I thought the Lunar Wave gloves are an improvement, but now I have to say I think the overprint looks actually better because of the magazine combination. I think it's actually better. Yeah, I think I would choose the overprint gloves. And I used a skeleton blue steel. Why a blue steel? Obviously because it's blue steel and the I just noticed that I have the wrong combination. This one should be here. The blue steel fits in with the color of the Tec-9, and I think the skeleton knife is a really nice knife to combine with some tape gloves, because the spinning around the finger looks just cleaner around the finger than spinning it around a glove. So that's why I went with this combination. I think it's a okay combination. It's something that I would consider playing, but it's not good. It's not super good. For me, that's a B tier. It's okay, you can make it, but it's a B tier. The Tec-9 Fubar, the Fubar skin. When I saw this skin, I thought about military and kind of survival. I thought about a survival trip, to be honest. The tip looks like a Bunsen burner, and the main theme of the skin looks like survival. Yeah, I have to say that. So I went with the Gorilla gloves. I think that fits pretty well. The red accent on the end of the glove kind of fits the leather type of the magazine. I think so, kind of. And you have leather on the glove as well, like brown leather, so that kind of fits the theme. Then you have obviously the green camouflage of the glove and the skin. So let's continue. Where did I stop? Yes, we are at the Fubo. I don't know. I thought about a survival trip with this glove Tec-9 combo. Then I thought, what knife would you use on a survival trip? And I thought about the paracord because of the paracord grip that kind of reminds me about a paracord. What is it called? The line, kind of. The rope is the word that I'm looking for. Yeah, it's kind of a survival rope, so it fits the theme. Then I went with the Boral Forest paracord because, yeah, obviously the whole skin theme, the combo theme is Boral Forest. So yeah, that's the combination I went with. I have to say it's not good. I'm sorry, it's not a good combination. It's not good enough for B tier. It's a C tier. It's not as bad as a D tier. And it's a decent combination, so yeah, it's a C tier. What should I say? The next one is the Phoenix Chalk. I have no clue how you say that. I looked up some combinations for this Tec-9, and I have to say it's complete garbage. There's no combination. It's a shit skin with no glove knife combination, so it's straight up an F tier. Nothing much to say about it. It's ugly. That's it. No combination. Now we are getting to the blue titanium. This one that I put in wrong in my list. I went with a new pair of blue gloves with this one. I chose Cobalt Skull gloves with the blue titanium. Why did I choose Cobalt Skull? I think the top looks a bit bright blue, and the tape around the cobalt skull is also a bit bright blue. But it's not a good combination, I have to admit. It's not my best. I went again with the skeleton blue, skeleton blue steel, because I think a skeleton knife fits really well with tape gloves. I think that's a good combination, and blue obviously because it's blue. There are too many blue skins for the Tec-9. It's a C tier. It's not good. I'm sorry. That was the best combination I came up with. If you have something better, then please write it in the comment section. I'm willing to improve my combination skills, but I was tired of blue skins. There are too many blue and green skins. There are so many more green skins coming, and yeah, blue and green was kind of too much. I'm sorry. And obviously this one is a C tier. The Tec-9 are very camo. What should I say? This skin is ugly as fuck. It's the typical gray collection drop skin that everyone has at least 10 of in its inventory. That are probably, most of them are battle scars and field tested and stuff like that. It's a 3-cent skin, no one likes it. It's probably worth more because the collection is probably not new. It's probably an old collection. Collection skins are actually a decent investment, but yeah, it's not a nice skin. I went with the Arboreal gloves because the color and pattern actually fits decent with the main body of the Tec-9, and the brown tape that is the underground of the glove fits pretty well with the magazine. The brown is matching, the top is matching. I think it's the best glove combination for this skin. And I think it's actually a playable combination. It's actually decent. If you're broke as fuck, that's a combination you could use. And I used a cookery barrel forest. Why a cookery? Because the handle kind of fits the color of the skin, and I kind of try to implement all knives into this combination video. And I think it's kind of funny, it fits the vibe, it's not too expensive, it's pretty cheap actually, but it's a C tier. It's not good, I'm sorry. It's nothing that I would like to play. Let's take a look at the correct opal. When I saw this skin, I actually thought, that reminds me of the old Black Ops 2 DLC skins that you had to pay like $2 or $3 for. And the blue part is glowing kind of in the dark. So it's actually a pretty okay skin in my first opinion. The second opinion was, it's garbage. There's no glove knife combo for this shit. And it's too much brown. It looks like, it's not bad. It's not good looking. I went with the Lunar Wave gloves just to get a dark kind of underground color with some blue accents like the skin. It's not a good combination, I'm sorry. I went with the Karambit rust coat because the rust of the skin and the rust coat knife kind of fits. I chose a pretty expensive rust coat knife because the Karambit is kind of funny to play. It's a pretty cool knife. Just to improve this combination a bit, because it really needs it. It's a shit combination. I'm sorry, but that's our next D tier. It's shit. When I saw the skin, I thought there's maybe a good combination for this, but it's not. It's just ass. That's probably why it's so brown. The next skin in our list is the Army Mesh. And Army Meshes are pretty ugly. No one likes Army Mesh, let's be real. I chose the Buckshot gloves because of the color matching. We have this brown accent tone on the Tec-9 and the brown base color on the gloves, and then we have the green top color and some kind of orange part on the gloves, and we can see some kind of brown orange parts on the Tec-9. So that's, I think, the best combination, and you can see that the orange parts kind of blend over to the orange brown parts on the Tec-9 when you inspect it. So that's kind of cool, but not really. It's ugly as shit. And I went with the gut knife safari mesh. Obviously the safari mesh, because the army mesh is also a mesh skin, so we have this mesh combination. And I chose the gut knife because this combination is ugly as fuck and the gut knife is ugly as fuck, so we have a super ugly as fuck combination. And that's our next D tier. That's just it. It's a D tier. It's nothing you should play, it's nothing you want to play, it's eh. Now we're getting to something interesting. The Jambia, I think. I was confused what the fuck this word means. I had to look it up. It's some type of sword, knife actually. But nothing really represents this knife on this skin. There are some, like the top of this Tec-9 represents kind of the blade of these knives. But that didn't catch my attention. My attention got caught by this kind of jester full mask or head kind of theme on the skin. And then I had to think about Dark and Darker, the rogue from Dark and Darker. And then I thought this Tec-9 represents a rogue, a fool, a jester, some type of pussy who just pulls out a stiletto and puts it inside of you. It's just a from Dark and Darker. So I went with the stiletto vanilla, and I went with the boom gloves because the boom gloves fit actually pretty nice, the color theme. We have some orange accent on the gloves and on the Tec-9, and we have the same kind of base tone. And I think the knife fits the jester vibe really well, so it's a decent combination. I think it's pretty funny. I think it's a B tier. It's obviously not an A tier. It's nothing that I think, oh wow, it's super cool, but it's a good combination. I think it's funny. The next one, the safety net. There is the AK safety net. It's famous for being infamous because no one knows the skin, but people who knows the skin remember the skin because it's so unique and so ugly and so bright. Like this neon orange just, yeah, it just burns itself in your eyes. And the foundation's gloves are really fitting this white orange theme. I think the foundation's gloves are the perfect match for this Tec-9 skin. This white orange theme just fits perfect. And then I went with the gut knife tiger tooth because of the orange handle and the orange gold kind of blade. But in the end, I have to say, it's all ugly as shit. It's a D tier. I'm sorry. The Tec-9 flash out. This one is interesting. I went with the forest DD-pad gloves because I think this green matches the green base. So it's another green skin. I'm fucking tired. There are too many green Tec-9 skins. There are even 2 more in this list. No, 3 more. No, 2 more. This one is bronze. I went with the Ursus Bowl Forest, not the DD-pad, because the DD-pad I already chosen another combination. And the handle of the Ursus DD-pad is too green for this vibe. I don't know, it's as the D tier. There's nothing much to say about this combination. It's shit, the skin is shit. Actually, the skin isn't that trash, but the combinations are trash. You can't really combine it good. Let's take a look at the Tec-9 brass. When I saw this skin as a small icon, I thought, oh boy, this one is ugly as fuck. But when I inspected it in-game, I thought, oh, this one is actually decent. It's not that bad. And we have this kind of gold-ish top and the black main body. So obviously we are going with Omega gloves. It just fits really well with this gold-black kind of theme, this black and yellow theme. And I thought, okay, what kind of gold knife can I use? And obviously there's just one solution to this, and it's a gold gem. And I think the cleanest, first of all, not every case-handled knife has a decent gold gem. And in my opinion, the best gold gem is the Talon gold gem. There's no piece of blue on the Talon gold gem except on the ring part of the finger part, but the blade is so clean goldish. So that's why I went with this combination. I placed it into C tier. Now I have to think, is that maybe a B tier? I think it gets the top of C tier. It's not completely like placed in order, but this one is now placed in order as well as this one. But yeah, I think it's not good enough for B tier. You know what? It's hard to decide. It's somewhere in between B and C tier. I think it's a B tier. Just because of the Omega gloves, and I'm a fangirl of the Omega gloves, and the Talon gold gem is kind of nice. Yeah, it's a B tier for me. I improved its position from C to B. It's a B tier. This one is interesting. When I saw this Tec-9 skin, again, I thought there is no way I'm finding a combination for this one. This one reminded me of Nemo, like the movie, like some underwater coral reef type of shit. And then I thought, what does this name mean? And it's some kind of glass manufacturing type of pattern. I'm blending in some pictures so you understand what I mean. It's a funny thing and it kind of fits the vibe, but not really. So I went with the perfect glove for this one. The combination and color matching and pattern matching is just on point. The tape glove giraffe fits so well in this one. It's a good combination. And then I thought about what knife would I use underwater, or what knife would end up in this kind of situation, and I went with the rust knife, with the rust cold gut knife, because the gut knife is a fisherman knife. And it kind of fell overboard into the seawater and it started rusting, so... And also the color brown fits also really well in this combination. I think this combination it's so unique, it's so... something you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't expect to find a good combination for this kind of skin. It's too unique to find a good combination, but I think I found the perfect combination for this one. So that's why I'm putting it in A tier. It's just a super cool and super unique combination. That's probably a combination that you will never see in game because it's so unique, but it fits really well together. And that's why it's an A tier for me. It's not an S tier because I wouldn't play it, but... Actually, I said A tier is something I would play, but I'm so proud about this combination that I think it deserves to be A tier. And oh boy, another green skin. I'm tired as fuck about green skins. I said before that the Ursus D-pad is used in a different combination, and it's this one. The green racing gloves. They're racing gloves, right? Yeah, racing green racing gloves. That's the actual name. I chose these gloves because it kind of matches the color. Not really. It's a really strange color. It's a really ugly as fuck skin. And the handle of the Ursus fits the color of the gloves, but it's disgusting. It's a D tier. Nothing much to say about this one. This one is a hot take. This one is really abstract. The Tec-9 Aussie Fight, I think it's called, yeah. This one is maybe a shock to you. And let me explain. So, we have this abstract green pattern on top of the Tec-9. And the bronze morph sports glove have the same kind of green pattern, I think. The red isn't matching at all with the skin, but the green is. And then I thought there are not many green knives that I like. But then I thought the Slaughter M9 fits this vibe kind of, because of this kind of pattern, this type of, how should I say it? You have this dark green and light green type of pattern switching on the top, and you have the same type of switching on the M9 Slaughter, like dark red, light red, matching this kind of switching theme. And combined with the red from the gloves, I think that's a kind of combination. It's a hot take, and I have to admit it's a D tier. It's just a D tier. It's the best that I could come up with, and I think it's somewhat a combo, but I don't know. A few days ago I had someone in my team that used the bronze morph gloves, and the whole team bullied him for these gloves, and then he tried to convince us that he owns 2 hotels and he's super rich, and we just laughed our asses off because he was fucking using bronze morph gloves. No one with money and taste is buying these gloves. They are just ugly as fuck. They look like a zombie puked on top of some slingshot gloves. So, yeah, I don't want to talk anymore about this one. It's a D tier. The Tornado, another blue skin. There are too many blue skins. I use the amphibious gloves because of the blue matching the kind of strange blue from this skin, and the white accents kind of fit the beige top of the Tec-9, but not really. Then I chose a butterfly Brightwater because Brightwater butterfly is just a knife that you use with the amphibious gloves, because the amphibious gloves are pretty expensive and you need a light blue kind of knife, and people who have money for these pair of gloves in a decent conditions are using butterfly Brightwaters. It's just a no-brainer combination, but it doesn't fit the skin at all. The glove knife combo is nice, the skin combo in total is ass. It's a D tier. The raw ceramic. This one was pretty difficult, but I think I found the perfect combination for this one. I went with the king snake gloves. I am a big hater of these gloves. I think they're ugly as fuck. Just today I played a game with a premiere match with a friend, and someone used these gloves, and I just couldn't stop hating these gloves. The person used an M9 Marble Fade. Like, he showed the whole lobby that he got the money for good skins. He also used an M4 Fade. He also used the AK Fire Sharpen, so you could see this person spent a ton of money in game, and then he chose these ugly ass gloves. I know many people are liking them. I think Onepixel is a big fan of these one. I'm not, but the color of the tip of these gloves fit perfect with this skin. The color matching is on point. Then we have the darker beige kind of color on the main part of the glove, fitting with the body of the Tec-9. And I chose a Talon Vanilla because the handle of the Talon just fits perfect with the inside of the gloves. I have to say, I think this is a good combination. But I'm also a big hater of these gloves, and the skin is ugly as fuck. So it's not a D tier. It's too good looking, this combination, for a D tier. But I think it's a C tier. It's not better than a C tier. I think it doesn't deserve to be a B tier. This one is really interesting. The Tec-9 Urban DD Pet. I think everyone has a pair of Urban DD Pet Tec-9s in his inventory because there were dropped so many of them. And I thought this one is super ugly and there's no good combination. And then I chose the Smokeout gloves and the Nomad knife, and I think that's a super clean combination. The gray stripe on the Smokeout gloves just go really well with the Nomad knife. The blade is kind of expanding out of this stripe. The Nomad vanilla knife has these different kind of grays, like super bright gray, dark gray, kind of going into black, just like the DD Tec-9. And the gloves, I think this is what you call a perfect combination for someone who doesn't have any taste and money for skins. But it's so good fitting that I have to say it's an A tier actually. It's so ugly by itself, but the whole combination is just pure shades of gray, and that makes this combination so good. I think it deserves to be an A tier. And one of the best combinations for the last one, the Blast from the Past. And when I saw the skin in-game, I again thought there is no good combination for this one. And then I inspected the skin more and more, and first of all, I think the mangrove gloves just look really well on the skin. The color matching is so good. And you get these kind of Aztec, like it's an Aztec kind of skin. So the snakes on the gloves kind of fit this theme, I think. And then I thought, okay, what type of blades did the Aztec use? And they used some round, long obsidian shape, or like some long, round shaped knives made out of obsidian. And I just had to use a skeleton black pearl, because the black pearl is the most obsidian kind of knife pattern or finish we have. And the shape fits really good with the whole story. And I think it's a good combination. But the color matching is off. And I put it in C tier. I think now that I have to put it in B tier. It's a decent combination. And I think it deserves to be a B tier combination. It's so much thoughts about behind this combination, and it's a funny combination, I think. So that's a B tier. And that was our last skin. This video was a ton of work. I have to say, the recording is now 1.5 hours. I have to edit this shit. And to create this list with these combinations took me 2 days. So it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers to the end of the year. And if I'm able to hit this, I'm going to make a stream celebrating it and making some funny trade-ups, I think. I have already one prepared. I'm thinking about preparing a kind of expensive trade-up. So yes, it would mean a lot to me if you would help me with this goal.